All right, folks, we're back. So I logged us out of Epidemic Sound for some reason. Beyond me, I do not know why. Some of their new updates, I guess. Nonetheless, we're back. I'm going to turn some of that volume down in my ear. It's screaming in my ear. 30 seconds before we go back. Green racing. Currently can't tell you who's in the lead, but I believe it's still Randy Kirtley. I know we're seeing some push back from Glenn and Nathaniel. Of course, Guillermo and Jackson towards the back just a little bit, trying to push their way up with Jay. And of course, Bruce having some issues also. But we'll know more here in just a second. We see Nathaniel Burton now in second, Jay Latham in third, Glenn dropping to fourth. Jackson and Guillermo still wanting a piece of the pie as they're fighting their way back up to try to catch up. About 10 or so laps down for sure. As we get our first community of the heat. It's going to be on blue lane. Six left. We're seeing some pretty fast lap times here. 2.976 for Randy Kirtley on orange. That's going to be blue and purple taking the second community. For those just now tuning in, this is a drop stream back into the same stream. If you were watching the wing earlier, we just had to restart it as we had some issues with Epidemic Sound dropping out. We need that for sure. Stalled car up there on the horseshoe. Looks to be Randy Kirtley on orange. He'll take his first. Got a yellow flag out here. See Garrett running around there to get the car. Four cars, plural. One on blue and one on black. So that'll be Nathaniel taking a strike. Bruce taking his first strike. And orange too. So that'd be Randy's second strike. And that's a round robin rotation. Let's go to our strikes and clear those out. Take a look here at the track, Nate. We can see Randy Kirtley, 156 total laps, 138 for Nathaniel, 138 for Jay, tied up for second place. Glenn Burden there, 137, right there behind him, just up and heel. Guillermo making somewhat of a comeback here, 10 laps difference from these guys. And Jackson there, 10 laps difference too, so about 1 lap down from Guillermo. Bruce Wilson, 111's got some work to do, but still a lot of racing left to go. We're halfway mark, coming just outside of that, so we'll see what happens here next. Let's move over here into the oval, let you guys watch these guys run the hard body class here. We'll be right back with you. All right, folks, we're moving back over to the main event here as we got 4 red lights dropping out to green. 4 more heats of vigorous wing car action to see who's going to bring us home. Randy Kirtley out in the lead substantially by about 18 laps. Nathaniel and Jay beating and banging. Glenn's right there with them for second place. Guillermo, Sire, and Jackson and Bruce all have some work to do if they're going to try to catch back up. And that is going to be the first community. Appreciate Garrett Burden helping out track marshaling. That's going to be 1 for yellow and 1 for purple. To make it almost 30 seconds before wreck, though, that's pretty good driving.
Well, some of mine, I run them parallel when I got the gear on the left side.
Two cars getting involved in an incident there. With 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go, this will be our second round robin, or second community, and that's going to be 1 strike for blue and 1 for purple. Oh, and 1 for white. Okay. All right, so now we are doing strikes. 3 strikes are out. We get a stalled car in the horseshoe. And that looks to be Jackson Darty. And green. His first. And that's Jackson again coming off. He cannot do that much more. He's got one more shot at it. Well, that's what I just heard from Garrett. He sees a red dress in Jackson's future. And I'd have to agree. If Jackson don't calm her down a little bit, red dress future inbound. And that's going to be one for purple for Bruce. Whew. Let me knock over some water here. That's going to be another strike for Bruce. His second. Him and Jackson both in dangerous territory. Is it Jackson? Bruce? Yeah. All right, and that's going to be 3 for Bruce. And that's a red flag rotation. Take a look here at the strikes before we go there. Clear this out. We'll head over to the track mate here. We can see Randy Kirtley on the lead, 193 with an average of 38.6, 34.6, 34.6, 34.4 is your next 3 in a row. Glenn, Jay, and Nathaniel all battling it out within 1 lap of each other. Neither of these guys giving an inch. Guillermo Sauer, 164. He's making somewhat of a comeback. So is Jackson. Jackson losing 3 laps there. He was 1 lap different from Guillermo. So both these guys are really putting in the pressure, trying to make it up. Now, they will have a good chance of making it up as they go towards the lower portion of the track. They're able to turn a little bit better laps. Jackson sacrificed one of his better heats there on yellow, messing up quite often, and that might hurt him in the end. Bruce Bullington there, of course, having some issues there up top, but he's still got a couple down lows to go too, yellow being the favorited of the lanes here for the wing car. So we'll see what happens. We might see a couple more shifts in movement. Take a look over here at the oval and let you watch these guys do some hard body action, and we'll be right back with you. right, we're back green. I'm a little behind here. Moving to cam 1 and 2. Here we go. I didn't miss nothing, folks. Randy Kirtley's still your leader. He's out by 20 laps on these guys. But second place is bound to be the battle of the age here. Glenn Burden holding it down for the second place. Tied up with Jay Latham as Jay Latham moves Nathaniel down one. But it's been a back and forth between these three. Each one of them sharing that second position. So it's going to be exciting to see who's going to come out in that second position when it's all said and done. Bruce Bullington going to take the first community there on Black Lane. We'll get another car popping out here. That looks to be Glenn Burden there in the Sunshine car. He's going to take the second community here. So I'm going to try to disconnect my mouse here this time. Maybe I got enough battery power in here that I don't have to stretch over there no more. So I'm hoping. Here's hoping. And it looks like we're already into another caution here. In the meantime, me unplugging a mouse. And that's going to be for Jay Latham. He's going to take his first strike here. And we're into another yellow flag already here as cars get thrown. And that is going to be on Black Lane. Bruce Bullington going to take his first. We see a car kicking it out sideways. A little too much acceleration going through the donut portion of the track there. So it's going to be on White Lane. Their first strike. If I can get it to work. There we go. Four red lights drop out to green. Here we go. We get another yellow flag. This one looks to be Guillermo Sire involved in this incident. And another car one-handed grasped by Garrett Burden. A lot of wrecks early on in this race so far. So purple, Guillermo, of course, and black for Bruce. That's 2 for Bruce. And that looks like another one for Guillermo Sire there on purple. His second. He definitely doesn't want to catch another one. His hopes of moving up will be dashed at that point. Got another yellow flag here. I do not know who it is, but we'll see. Garrett Burden's going to grab it. Looks like Glenn, possibly. Yep. Glenn on white, taking his second. He definitely doesn't want to get another one either. We've got several people with 2 strikes here, and a whole lot of heat left to go. So we get 2 cars involved in an incident here, and it looks like wings are crossing. That one looks like to be Randy Kirtley, but I might be wrong. That's yellow. Jay Latham. That's Jay's second. So everybody on the board right now has 2 strikes. Survival of the fittest from this point forward. These guys are hoping that nothing happens. It says Robert Whitaker has commented. Trying to see how to pull that up. Who was it? Purple? Yep, they are gone. That's Guillermo. I guess they won't let me check that out. I was really hoping to check that out. That would have been kind of cool. I didn't know our Facebook was tied to this. Uh-oh. What'd I do? I just messed up some stuff there, didn't I? Sorry, folks. What is it? Black? Yes. And we got a yellow flag here again. We'll see who this is this time. If it's yellow or white, that's 3 strikes. It looks to be orange. All right, that's orange's first strike. Yellow is out. This is definitely going to affect the board, folks. 41 seconds left to go. We're going to see a change in board movement here. All right, we get a red flag rotation there. We see Jackson moving up to 4th position. He may not, if he has his cards played right, he might be able to make it to 2nd place. He's pulled up within just 10 laps to 2nd place, so he's got some work to do in the next couple of heats, but it is within range. Other than that, he is going to be wearing a dress, so we'll see. He's got the 2 lanes to do it too, purple and black. He's really going to have to hammer home, but we'll see what happens. This could be a coming of age, of racer age story for him. We're going to move over to the oval, and first I better clear the strikes. That was a brutal, brutal heat. We'll head over to the oval and take a look at these guys running on oval. We'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 40 seconds.
So just checked in. It was a like from Facebook. That was kind of cool how it popped up through my computer. So sometimes Windows does magic things. 4 red lights are going to drop out to green. We're going to go back racing. A lot of changing has made just recently, and it looks like we have lost our desktop yet again. Nope, there it is. I just wasn't looking close enough down there at the center. We get Randy Kirtley involved in an incident here with another racer here. This is going to be the first community strike here. It's going to be white and green. Going to take the first community. Stalled car there on yellow. Bruce Bullington taking off now, though, as he rock and rolls around the track. Ooh, and a fast car for Jackson there on purple. That's what he's really wanting to see here. He's going to try to make up some time here. He's pushing some high times here, 3.195 to Randy Kirtley's 3.138. Some time can be made up. And that's going to be Black taking the second community. We are now in strike territory. See Garrett there, car to the inside. See who that is? That is going to be Black Lane, Guillermo Sire. He's going to take his first strike there. Jackson deciding he's ready to get off the pot here. He is ready to rock and roll. Making some laps here as he gets some contact there with Yellow. Yellow kind of checked him up there a little bit. We'll see if he came off there. I don't know if he did or not. He really doesn't have a choice here other than to push hard. And that is going to be a strike for Jackson. He's got to get in front of Yellow sometime, or his dreams of not wearing a dress are over. Looks like a car coming off there to the inside. It's going to be Yellow. Bruce Bullington going to receive a strike here. And we got another car coming off here. We'll see who it is. And that's going to be Yellow Lane, Bruce Bullington, his second. See another car coming off here. We'll see who it is. It's going to be Orange Lane this time. That's Jay Latham's first strike. And that's a red flag rotation, folks. Let's take a quick look here at the track mate. Randy Kirtley out in the lead still. Nobody touched him all race long. 265, average 37.9. Second place, Nathaniel Burton, 242, an average of 34.6. Glenn Burton and 34 on average for the top three. Jackson coming out of nowhere there with 33.3, definitely increasing his average after that heat, turning 35 total laps there on purple. We'll see if he can mask it off there, but he's got a few more. Well, he's got one heat left to go, and he's battling it out, but I just don't know if he can do it. Nathaniel and Glenn just strong basins here the past 5 or 6 heats that Nathaniel, Glenn, and Jay been swapping it back and forth. So for Jackson to take something like that, he's really going to have to push super hard and not wreck, which is, I just don't see it happening. Nonetheless, we'll see. Heading over to the oval, we can see the hard body class rolling hard. We're going to go ahead and get some strikes popped off here. We'll head back over to the oval and be right back with you in a minute and 37 seconds. All right, folks, 4 red lights drop out to green. We're already going back racing. We got a stalled car on orange. There it goes. So orange going to take a community and black. I just had a conversation with Garrett. You know, I said there is opportunity for Jackson to get in the top 3, even in second position, but that opportunity is not really all that good because Nathaniel and Glenn all race long have not really faltered all that much. I'm not saying they haven't been in incidents. They have, but not as much as Jackson has been in incidents. So as we can see here, Jackson already coming off yet again there on Black Lane. He's pushing too hard here. That's his second community. Way it's shaping up here, Nathaniel and Glenn both going to solidify that third position. As we see a car come off, land itself in Black Lane, and Jackson slam right into it, not listening. You know, I mean, these are the things that separate a strong racer from a weak one. So, you know, I told, see, orange and black taking strikes here. I told Jackson at the break, I said, you know, you just need to practice more, man. You're out of practice. That's as simple as it is. These other guys, they've been coming every series at least once or twice a week, practicing up. That's why you're seeing a great change in Nathaniel and Glenn. They're hungry. They're wanting to win. If Jackson wants to win, he's going to have to start showing up like these guys are and start putting in the time to run faster lap times. Yesterday was a good start for that, but like I said, he's going to have to do more if he wants to get that podium finish this season. Not as going to be as easy as it was last season when everybody was busy at work. So, getting over that wall is tough for any individual that wants to race. And you've got to ask yourself the question, do I want to take it that much more serious? And if the answer is yes, I want to hold them trophies, then it's get here, put in the work. You don't see NFL players, you don't see professional basketball players and the like taking days off. Well, you can't do the same thing goes for slot car racing. You take days off, that happens. A lot of wrecks. So between Bruce and Jackson both having a struggling time here, it's just simply because everybody else has practiced so much, they make it kind of look easy. So black and orange taking strikes here. And it looks like black might actually get a senior 5 strikes, the first of the night. If he gets one more, he will be senior 5 strikes.
Race starts in 40 seconds.
He's giving it back up to Jay Latham there on white lane. His focus is dwindled there on black lane. He's going to have to focus in there. Nonetheless, he's got it in him. He's just going to have to want it. And Jackson's gone. Senior 5 strikes. Get this man a yoo-hoo. I think it's his second week in a row. And that's going to be a strike on yellow. Three seconds left to go in the heat. And the race will be decided here. Yellow. That's 3. And that's it, folks. The end of this week's grueling Group F wing car race. Randy Kirtley going to finish first. He pretty much had it after the first heat whenever we had several of the front runners just crash out. And everybody in that first heat had a horrible heat other than Randy. Randy took it home after that. So 37.8 on average, 302 total laps for Randy. He's going to bring it home. 42 total laps done on purple. What a smoke show of a heat for him on purple. Nathaniel Burton there in second. Just a stonewall, him and Glenn and Jay all day long. Jay, of course, having a wreck out that one time. That was only cracking his armor. But Nathaniel and Glenn, they were hardcore, just holding it down, running consistent laps, staying on all race long. And that's what it takes, folks. As we can see, Nathaniel Burton there, 275. Glenn Burton, 273. Probably the difference between maybe 2 wrecks. And that was it. These guys just held it in there. The top 3 here definitely deserving of that podium. Randy Curley's going to bring home first. Nathaniel Burton second. Glenn Burton third. Jay Latham wrecking out. That cost him. He was at second place at one time, but that one time that he wrecked out dropped him down. Even Jackson took 4th there for a little bit. Jackson, of course, having a horrible black lane there, taking over that Yahoo status of senior 5 strikes. We'll get him one of them shortly. But he crashed out. Didn't have as good of a weekend as he thought he was going to have, but he did run a good purple lane, and that was the lane that he practiced on. So we'll see if he can get a little bit more practice under his belt. Maybe change the motor out. Looks like it might be dying out on power a little bit and come back strong next week. Guillermo Sire, he's had a rough weekend when it comes to the Group F, and so is Bruce Bullington. But nonetheless, these guys are fighters. They'll come back strong next week and be see a flip-flop on this table. You never can tell. This is Donnie D here at Lanes Raceway. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Group F wing car race here on the orange and the hard body simultaneously on the oval. Coming up next, our main event for the evening, the Hometown Hero open wheel modified class on the oval. So stay tuned for that. Coming up next. God bless you. See you soon.